don't know where I'm at, which is interesting. But I'm new to California, so of course. Oh my God, I have the worst hair day. Like today, like today is like, listen, my hair is all over the place. That's a natural hair movement, Like, I think ever since I've stopped doing like relaxers and what else, weaves and all types of stuff. Like, I haven't had like wigs on. For some reason, I'm not a wig person. I really don't like wigs. Like, I used to wear wigs all of the time. I stopped wearing them. I was wearing them in my early 20s. Oh, I can't stand damn lace fronts. That's a whole nother conversation. That is a whole other conversation. If I do wear weave, because sometimes I will, if I want my hair to look fuller, I'll make like little clip-ons. Like, I'll actually go buy wig clips and some thread and then sit down and buy like a wifted hair, and I'll sit down and I'll make me a clip-on. I did glue and stuff like that on my hair. So anyway, forget my hair, forget my makeup. Okay, I want you guys to listen to what I have to say. Okay, and a lot of times when I'm doing videos, I feel like either I'm not good at communicating what I'm trying to express, or people just flat out aren't listening because they're too busy looking at my hair, looking at my nails, looking at, stuff that don't matter. I mean, I've had people talk about stuff that's in the background. I've had people say just weird stuff that has nothing to do with the topic. Okay? So, everyone knows, okay, that there are a lot of content creators now on YouTube who are black. Okay, a long time where it wasn't any. It was like a handful of us. Okay, I've been on YouTube for a long time. It's been 8 years, I think, and for a long time it wasn't a lot of black people on YouTube, and now it's a lot. And the black YouTubers' claim to fame is headlines. And I remember trying to do a live stream about this the other day and it kept shutting off. Okay, I don't know why. Like, I was having trouble last week doing live streams and I had to delete so many. So anyway, most of the black people in the black sector of YouTube, they're using headlines as a way to generate views and money. So you're seeing a lot of gossip blogs. You're seeing a lot of people just talk about everyday, events that's happening in the world, because that's the thing that everybody wants to talk about: drama, reality TV reviews, politics. I don't see a lot of people trying to make social change, and that's what I try to do on my channel. My channel is one of those channels where I'm trying to, make some type of social change. So it's a constant battle. I have a fight that I'm doing here. And when people say you're chastised a lot on YouTube, and I'm like, well, look what I'm fighting against. I'm fighting against a community of people who believe that everything a black woman does should classify her as the worst person in the fucking world. We're demonized, okay? Basically, regardless to what we do, regardless to what we decide. And then there are men out there who behave in worse ways. They're praised for their negative behavior. So out of my hands. So I'm used to people trying to insult me, trying to be disrespectful, and they'll do the shit online. But I bet you if I was standing in front of them and there was like a possibility that I would bitch slap them, they probably wouldn't say a lot of the things that they say. But moving on. So, I've said before that there are a lot of people who talk about me online. They'll make videos, they'll troll, they'll do stuff like that. They'll express their opinion, and nothing is wrong with expressing your opinion. It's just a negative connotation on top of it. Like, black people especially, feel like in order for their opinion to be validated, they have to attach an insult to it. Because what black people like to do is they like to sit down and see who can read each other the best, who can insult each other the worst, and whoever insults each other the worst wins. Okay, and to me, that's not like productive debate, or it's just childish, immature argument. It's not, a debate that could possibly help our community or help anything improve, or provide some type of solution or anything like that. And so I told you guys, if you've been watching a lot of my live streams or just hearing me talk about a lot of the people who discuss me on YouTube, I always say anyone who felt like they had some type of beef or some type of problem with me, if they really wanted to iron some things out with me, they would have probably hit me up personally, privately. Okay? Genuinely, if someone wants to, tell me something, maybe they have an opinion, they don't necessarily have any beef with me, but they do want to interact with me, 9 times out of 10, they email me, okay? And if they want to do something for shock value or talk to somebody about me or get a crowd around them to listen to what they have to say, because what they have to say is so negative about Soncerae, of course they're going to publicly discuss it. It'll get the views, it'll get the hits that they need. Okay, so for me, every time I see someone who makes a video about me, I already know what time it is, because it ain't. I really just don't like Soncerae, and I want to sit here and I want to express that in a video. It's more of, oh, I see the trend, I see what's happening, I see what can get some views on my channel. Let me talk about this chick. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about at the end of the day. And anyone who claims that they got some beef with me, it's not real. Okay, it's not real, because they don't have, there's nothing there for me. I try not to beef with anybody. I'm pretty cool, and if they come and they try to iron some shit out, 9 times out of 10, I iron it out privately. So anyway, moving on. Tommy, all right? Tommy Soda Mayor, okay? This guy, right? Listen, I've said before, and I wrote in a blog before, I said, privately, Tommy is much easier to deal with than he is publicly. And so for the past, like last week, right, he and I were having a discussion on Gmail. Okay, we were talking. And for the many years I've been on YouTube, I think Tommy has asked me to be on his show at least, I don't know, it's had to been at least 10 or 11 times. He's asked me to be on his show a lot. And so, as of lately, I've realized that, I'm not going to say it as of lately. I'm going to say I knew this for a while. But being connected to him has not been conducive for me at all. So having him talk on my platform, having him talk about me on his platform, yes, it's brought a lot of subscribers to my channel, but it's brought a lot of racist, ugly, negative, bitter ass men and women. You understand? So it's not like dealing with him in any type of way has brung positive to my channel. So as me and Tommy are talking, he's asking me to be on his show once again. Okay, because last week it was I had about priest or whatever, right? And Tommy was in the chat and he was agreeing with me on something. So he hit me up on my Gmail and said, Soncerae, do you want to come onto my show? And I'm thinking to myself, this man asked me to be on his show like at least 2 to 3 times a year, and it's been 8 years, right? He consistently asked me that. So I said, all right, I've been on his channel before. If you guys don't remember, we did a live stream together while I was pregnant. And he was asking over and over again about whether I was involved with a married man or not. And I kept saying, priest is separated, priest is separated. And Tommy was just not hearing that. He was just stuck on this, like, is he married? Is he married? Is he married thing? Because, negativity works for him. Like if you sit there, you try to tell him what the truth is, he don't want to hear whatever's going to bring shock value so it can get him the views. So anyway, I'm sitting there because before I talked to him, he was like, well, this is going to be a fun interview. It's not going to be any beef. It's not going to be no big problem or anything. We're just going to sit here and go back and forth and talk and have a discussion. Everything will be cool. And then we got on, and he changed it to a completely different person. And I tell people he's pretty much easier to deal with when he's not on YouTube. Like, when the camera off, dealing with Tommy is so much better. Like, dealing with him privately, you could have an intellectual conversation with him without the insults being flung and the little anecdotes and stuff that he has for his channel. So anyway, last week we were talking back and forth, email. And it's surprising the fuck out of me, my daughter, mom, because they're like, who you talking to? Like, you and your phone like this. Like, who the hell are you talking to? I said, I'm talking to Tommy. Tommy? Like, how the fuck are y'all sitting here talking? Like, really? And the conversation that we were having was about compensation. And I said to him, Tommy, I do not do free interviews. I learned my lesson. I've been stopped doing that. I haven't done a free interview in a long time, right? Now, just recently, I did a free interview with Nicole. And I kind of wish I didn't do that. Just a little bit. Like, I like supporting other black women. And that's the main reason why I did an interview on her channel for free. But if anybody else asks me that shit, I'm going to give you my fee. Now, anybody who has contacted me asking for an interview, you know, I'm like, okay, this is how much you want to pay me for me to come onto your channel. Because what I've noticed is everybody else has been benefiting off of me being on their platform or them talking about me. So I learned this. So I'm telling Tommy, listen, you are going to have to pay me, dude. I'm not just going to come on your show. And if I come onto your show, I don't want to come on to just do an impromptu live stream. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this the right way. The reason why is because, number one, you're the most hated dude on YouTube. Right now, for some reason, I'm like the most hated woman on YouTube, right? We need to come together and unite and show that a black man and a black woman can team up and do something conducive. Okay, we could start a segment on your show that we do weekly. And talk to everybody, you know, and see if we can build off of that. I said, bring me onto your show, right? Pay me, and we'll do one show a week for 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, 3 weeks, I think I said 3 weeks. We'll do it once a week, 3 weeks. And after that third week, if people don't like the fact that we are working together as a host, co-host type of thing once a week, I'll give you the money back that you paid me, right? Because I was only asking for like $500. It's not like I don't work. I got a job. It ain't like I can't give them the money back. So I was like, all right, we're going to do that. Let's make a deal. Instead of us sitting here doing these impromptu live streams, let's handle business, okay? Because that's the one thing I'm good at. I ain't trying to deal with you on a personal level. I ain't trying to sit here and argue with you. I ain't trying to do nothing with like that. I mean, me and you could sit here and tell jokes and throw insults to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Because it's entertainment. But as far as us beefing, I have no issue with you. I want to be done with that. I don't want to have no grudges whatsoever. Now, mind you, as we're having this conversation, he done put up 2 videos just recently about me. One where he talking about my forehead, and when he talking about my parenting. And instead of me coming at him like angry because he discussed these things, I said, you know what? Since everybody thinks the interaction between me and you is so damn entertaining, why don't you and I just come together and do a segment on your show once a week? You just pay me for that as a co-host, right? You could pay me $500 a month. That's nothing for Tommy, who's the millionaire living in the mansion in Arizona. And I said, I'll even come out from Cali to Arizona. It's right there. I'm in Cali. You're in Arizona. I'll come out to your mansion and everything. We can sit down. People will find this so entertaining. I know it because when people come to me, the first thing they mention to me is him. Out of all of the videos he's done, he has done countless videos about me. He's talked about other women, of course, but there's no other person on YouTube that he has done more content about than me. So it makes more sense for us to take this and be like, you know what? Let's switch this around and show people that you and I could get along. Show people that you and I can come together and entertain, teach, and I can show people another side of you, and you can show people another side of me, okay? Because to me, there's a side of Tommy that y'all not seeing, and people are like blinded by his nastiness, like that outside rhinoceros like skin. People are like some people are turned off by that, and a lot of people don't get to see that. A lot of people don't get to see that he is actually a nice person, which is weird because, you know what? Think about it though. A lot of people do have a duality. I mean, I have a duality to myself as well. I mean, but he is like so vile and so cruel and so rude. And then you turn around and you have a conversation with him privately and he turns into a whole nother person. He's respectable. He's like a gentleman and shit. He's like the person that you opens the door for you when you walk through it. Open the car door and everything. And I'm thinking, why does this man act like this? What, you know, in 1 minute and then act like this in another minute. So anyway, as I'm sitting here and I'm pitching this pay me thing, he's telling me that he's never paid anybody to be on his show before. And I'm like, hey, you know, it's 2019. Now's the time maybe you should start. He was like, I haven't even paid any of my exes. You know, I haven't done that before. And I said, well, you know, all right. But I'm not asking you to do something you did before. I'm asking you to try something new. Because people have seen you the way that you are already. You know, that we've seen that. We've established that. So he goes into this whole I'm hustling backwards type of thing. Because he feels like I'm hustling backwards by asking him to pay me. He thinks that's petty and childish instead of him realizing that I know my worth. See, I know what I'm worth. So it's like, I'm not doing anything free. I've worked too hard. I want more for myself. I want better for myself. So if I'm going to have someone on my platform, or if I'm going to go to someone else's platform and help them generate some income off of me, I'm going to gain. I'm no longer going to be like this person that, you know, accepts exposure as payment. Because he was like, you get exposure from being on my channel. You can be like Black Nubian Goddess. I had her on my channel, not Black Nubian Goddess, FlyNubian Goddess, right? You could be like FlyNubian Goddess. You know, I put her on my channel and now she's doing her thing. And I'm thinking to myself, let me tell you why I'm not FlyNubian Goddess. It's because number one, I don't want to sit around and talk about headlines. That's not my thing. Like I said at the beginning of the live stream, I'm about social change and positivity and jokes and stuff like that. And for the most part, the way that Tommy handles his social change is very different from the way that I handle my social change approach. So to me, it seems like us working together would be entertainment, and we can grow off of that and make more money in another way. You know, this is what I'm saying to him. And he's like, well, you could have been like, you know, FlyNubian Goddess, but you hustling backwards and being petty, asking me for money. You being on my platform brings you exposure. And I said to him, you've spoken about me so much on your platform that plenty of people from your audience has shifted over to mine. Okay? I've gotten more than enough subscribers because of Tommy bringing me up. All right, I've gotten that. And honestly, being on your platform is what I said to him. Being on your platform doesn't necessarily bring me a lot of positivity because of the way that you're speaking about me. If you were speaking of me in a way to where you knew me, you knew how I was, you know, maybe we were around each other or we handled business with each other, or maybe if you got to speak to me in a way to where you're expressing your opinion, but everything about what you're saying about me is factual, then you could see me from another perspective, and everybody will see me from another perspective. But they see me from this perspective of a person who barely has any accurate research when they're talking about me. Like, there's a difference between a person gossiping about you versus a person that know you. Like, think about the people that's in your life that know you. Okay, they could tell y'all some funny ass stories. Like, they could tell like other people funny stories about you because they know you. But then you hear other people where they don't know you like that. They just gossip. And from Tommy's channel, whenever he's talking about me, it's gossip. It's never, oh, I know this and that about Soncerae, and I can say such and such happened. So it's just a different way to see he and I interact with each other. And I said, we could find a way to milk this and figure this out. So anytime I'm dealing with anybody, and it's been like this on YouTube since far back as I can remember, I've always been the person that came to the content creators that I've came to and said, hey, how can we help? What can we do that's entertaining? How can I help your channel improve? What can we do collaboration wise to work together? I've always come to every single content creator, even the ones that claim they beefing with me. I've always come to them with an idea about unity or how we can improve each other or make some type of money. It's always been that way. I've never been like the person that they try to portray me to be is weird to me because it's like I've always come to every single one on some business tip. So anyway, basically Tommy's thing was, listen, I'm gonna turn you from a black bitch to the FlyNubianGoddess who does all of these headlines. And I'm thinking that's not even what I want to be. That's not what I'm thinking you and I should discuss if I come on to your show once a week. It should be like more of a Mars versus Venus thing, and we talk about relationships or something like that. Not sit here and talk about headlines and that type of stuff. And I said, we could just try it. We don't have to do it for a long time. So we can try it. If people love it, we'll continue to do it and figure out what else to do with it. But if people don't like it, then we ain't got to do it. But he thought that was me being petty. And so to me, the only way that anything could happen positively with any person is if they get out of their own way. He would have to get out of his own way because his negative perspective of reality in general made him say to me, oh, you're being petty, because he was just automatically thinking in a negative manner, not necessarily thinking that, oh, she might mean well. She might literally be trying to like help the situation. I'm no longer doing any free anything to help everybody else's situation and then they don't do anything for me. And he was saying to me, well, I'll help you by giving you exposure. And I'm like, you've given me exposure for like 8 years, dude. Like, that shit, I'm requiring more from you. I require more from Tommy now. And the reason why is because I've decided to change how I deal with him. Before, it used to be, we're going to sit here and we're going to fuss back and forth, make videos, see who can throw the best insults and shit. Everybody going to laugh. Everybody going to get mad. Everybody going to get happy. Whatever. Everybody going to have their perspective of whatever is going on between he and I. And then as time went on, I think I started maybe last year or the year before that, I started just not caring anymore. Like every time he would do a video, I'd be like, yeah, that's Tommy. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing you could say, he's not listening anyway. He's doing his own thing. He's going to say whatever he wants to say, regardless to, what you show him. He's going to do what he wants to do. And once I realized that, it was just like, I can control how I respond to this, and I prefer not to respond. So as of lately, I've just been like, dude, I don't have an issue with you. I'm not trying to gain your adoration. I don't need your exposure off your channel. But what we can do is unify. What we can do is have some type of business arrangement with each other. What we can do is help each other improve. But as far as anything personal or dramatic or us hating each other or us going back and forth doing videos, those are just things that I didn't want to do. And I said to him, I no longer want to make videos about you, dude. Like, even if you make a video about me today, I'm not going to do a response video. I'm just not going to do it because I think it's a waste of time. We did that already. Like, when is it going to be enough is enough? Like, when are people going to get tired of seeing Black people sit here, go back and forth with each other to see who insults each other the worst? Is that ever going to be something people sick of seeing? Because I know I'm tired of it. Like, it's been 8 years. Like, I'm like, let's do something else. Like, like, we've been talking about each other for 8 years. Can we please do something else? He's gotten paid off me before. He's done live streams talking about me and got donations off of me before. So if you're going to get money off of me, give me some paper. Like, can I get a cut, my nigga? That's all I was saying. Like, listen, if we going to do this, give me my cut. All right? So, like, that last time he made money off me, off my 505, remember my 505 live stream? To where I was acting all wild and belligerent and shit on purpose just to see what people do. He made money off of that. And that wasn't even real. That was me over here playing around. because I seen how many people was coming in. I was like, why are so many people in my live stream? I seen it going up and up and up. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. Because usually I'll have about 40 to maybe 60, 75 the most in my live chat. But for some reason, I was hitting like 300. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I said, these people, why are they coming in here? Oh, they think I'm about to get lit. Let me get lit. And I got lit. And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous after that. I said, these people, all they want to do is see drama. So I hit them with the 505. I need 505. Donate right now. 505. You know what I mean? And people still remember the 505 because of Tommy. Tommy making a big deal off of it, live streaming the stream, you know. But I don't have any issues with him. And I don't have any real issues with anybody to where I want to, talk about them some more on my channel. Like, I don't have that. Like, I have people I don't want to deal with anymore because, once I decide I don't want to deal with you anymore, I just don't. I don't care what you have to say. I just don't want to deal with you. So I have people on YouTube who are like that. But for me to have an issue with them enough for me to have to address them, I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. I just ain't got time. Okay, so anyway, I got shit to do. It's supposed to be my day off, my break day from being mommy. Because I rarely get any time to myself because I'm taking care of Justice, and when I'm not taking care of Justice, I'm working. So, I'm supposed to be like chilling right now, and I'm out like still working technically. So anyway, please, everybody, this is what I need you to do. I had to turn off my comment section. Yeah, everything is only by approval now. And I hate it being like that, but it's too much negativity on YouTube. Can't do it. Too many trolls coming in there, starting us, making up lies, trying to spread rumors. Ugh, it's just disgusting. Like, I wish people would discuss their opinion about a topic instead of attacking the person. Like, ignorant black people do that. Have you noticed that? Instead of attacking the topic, they digress and attack the person. It's like talk about the topic. Don't insult the person. Like, it's almost like they can't think of a good talking point. So instead of having a good rebuttal, they just want to insult the person that they're talking to. Like, I'm sick of that. Like, I'm getting bored with that shit. So I cut my comment section off. So I don't know. I feel like I wish I could be in a place where people could express themselves intellectually, and I ain't got to do all that, but I don't know. That's just how it is. But anyway, so thanks to everybody who has been coming in my comment section, being real intellectual, and being cordial at least. Like, even if you disagree with me, you're like cordial and respectful, because I like that type of shit. Like, I like to be able to be in my comment section or my chat, and I see a person disagreeing with me, and I'm like, you know what? You have a valid point. You know what I'm saying? But then when they tell me their disagreement and they insult me at the same time, Mark either blocks them, I block them, or I end up cussing their ass. Something like that. So thank you to the people who know how to express their opinion that may be different from mine. And you're comfortable with us agreeing to disagree. I respect you, okay? You get my utmost respect, and I'm glad you respect me, okay? Anyway, I gotta go, y'all. I appreciate those of you that came and brought something to the table that was worth, me paying attention to. My super chat is off, Jarvis, so you would have to cash at me at $revenue DM. It's REVENEW. Okay, Jarvis, if you disagree with me and I jump down your throat, honey, you're disrespecting me in the process. Come on, let's not play innocent. Let's not play innocent here. People be like, oh, I just expressed my opinion. No, you didn't. Because if you just express your opinion, I'd be like, okay. I don't like disrespect. I try to respect everybody, even when they disagree with me. Come on my platform being disrespectful, I'm gonna jump down your throat, or I'm gonna block you and keep it moving. And usually Mark is good about like sifting through, because sometimes he'll be here. Like, he's not on right now, I don't think. But he'll be here and he'll sift through and he can see who is expressing their opinion versus who is trying to be nasty and rude. A lot of times he, is like that. Jarvis, I ain't even about to sit here and go back and forth with you, nigga. Didn't I just say I'm living my best life? You didn't hear that? You missed that? I think you missed that. If I'm telling you that I felt disrespected, it's not up to you to determine whether I was or not. Okay? You have no control over that. If I have a certain dialogue in a certain way that I like for people to speak to me, then that's what I require. If you don't meet that standard, then, you know, like right now, you're not disrespecting me. So I'm talking to you like normal. But had you disrespected me as we're going back and forth, then I would have been like, all right, boop, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people try to pretend like they wasn't disrespectful. You know me well enough to know what my limits are or my buttons are. So if I express to you what my limits are and my buttons are, and you continue to go past that, you continue to press that button, then I'm set off. What you expecting to happen? So if I feel like I'm disrespected, or if I think you're disrespecting me, and you don't think that you are, doesn't mean you aren't. Okay? It means to me, from where I come from and what I've been dealing with, what you're saying is disrespectful. Where you come from, maybe you can communicate with other people that way and they feel comfortable with that. But with me, certain things I'm just not okay with. Like, I respect a lot of people and their opinions, but I don't like fuck shit. And I got a low tolerance for the shit. So, I don't know. Blocking definitely works nowadays because I would just block a person again. Like if I block somebody and then they come back with another profile, I just block them again. Keep it moving. Like, that's why I got moderators. So my moderators can just keep blocking people and move on. You know. They usually just like create a whole nother profile, which is too much energy for me. Because if you block me, like, I'm not gonna create another profile just to come back and troll you some more. Like, that's how I know I'm dealing with someone who's like mentally unstable. You know what I mean? I'd just be like, eh. But yeah, constants. Yeah, everything is gonna be all right. Everything is all right. Everything's good. So anyway, I see y'all another time. I've been trying to get off this live stream. I gotta go work, but I see y'all another time.